All right, so thank you again for joining our New Year's Day yoga class, 60 minutes. We are going to do 3 rounds of sun salutations to get our blood flowing, and then we will hop into our beloved 26 and 2 yoga. So for the sun salutes, come towards the top of your mat with your feet together. I'm going to stand back and I'll show you in periphery. Take a moment just to stand nice and tall. Relax your shoulders. If you'd like to set an intention for your class today, or maybe dedicate your class to someone or something, you can do that now. Okay, we'll bring our hands together at heart center, beginning with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, looking up as if you're saluting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees and fold. Hinge at your hips, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift, back flat. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into a high plank or tabletop. We're gonna hold here for 3 breaths. Press the floor away from you, spread your fingers wide, keep your abdomen engaged, chin away from your chest. Breathing in and breathing out. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do baby cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under and lift your hips up for down dog. At first, bend one knee, straighten the other. Maybe lift the heels and then press your heels down to the floor. Lift your hips up, drop your head, chin slightly to chest. Look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you right now, come down onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down towards your heels and stretch your arms forward. Breathing in and breathing out. On your next inhale, hands to floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift, hips over heels, back flat. Exhale, bend your knees and fold, relax your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, arms with your ears, lift up, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands down at heart center. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen, hips over heels. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop, holding here for 3 breaths, starting the new year off right. Contract your thighs, lift your heels, spread your shoulders wide, keep your chin away from your chest, breathing in, breathing out. Next exhale, lean forward, lower down, halfway. Inhale, come up into your up dog. Exhale, hips up, down dog. So for down dog, keep your hands shoulder width distance, but your feet can be a little wider to get your heels to the floor. Contract your thighs, so lift your kneecaps up, push the floor away from you, bring your shoulders away from your ears. Spread your fingers wide, reach down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb. So make sure that the weight's not just on your wrists, the weight is in your knuckles, your fingers. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, hinge at your hips, look up overhead. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Last one, inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank, holding here for 3 breaths. Next exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Last one, try to get heels to floor, maybe head to the floor, hips to the ceiling. Spread your fingers wide, press the heels down, take a slow inhale. Slow exhale. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, arms with your ears, look up. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful. So that's our little warm up. Hopefully you got the blood flowing. Now we're going to hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your mat space, feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles under your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA. Sound head back. Arms forward. Elbows touch. Good. Inhale. Chin down, slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead, lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up slowly. Push your head back, look way, way, way back. Stretch your arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels. Glue your ankle bones together, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your butt. Exhale, head up, lock your legs, weight stays in your heels. Hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, thigh muscles tight. Inhale, head down as you inhale. Suck your stomach in, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, head up. Even as you exhale, draw your belly button back, shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down, last breath. In the first set, spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathing in through the nose. Lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down, and the lungs are elastic, right? When you work on your lung capacity, you can expand it, taking in more air. Make this the deepest breath so far. Exhale, head up, and then take your time, slowly push all the air out. Keep exhaling more than you think you can. Elbows touch, lungs empty. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. We'll continue. Ardha Chandrasana with Padastasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight grip. Stretch up and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller, so you're stretching up and over, not down and out. Then come to stop in the middle for half moon pose. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day, and there's no rush, nowhere you need to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through the nose. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little more forward, upper body back. Left hip forward, two hips in line, right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. And it's worth noting that I'm not mirroring you, so it might look like I'm bending to the right, when in fact I'm bending to the left. You are welcome to follow my words or my body. Know that we will do the right side of postures first. So here we are on the left side. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little more forward, upper body back, arms with your ears. Push your right hip forward so your hips face the front of your mat. And then bring your left shoulder forward so your chest is opening to the front of your mat. Then get a little deeper, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up. We've gone right and left. Now we're gonna go backwards. I'll show you from the side. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open. Relax your head all the way back. Maybe give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you. Squeeze your palms together up to the wrists. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching, keep the weight in your heels, push stomach, thighs, hips forward, and then bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, good, change. Inhale to come up, stretch out. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, hands to floor, relax your head, go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padastasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or eventually your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes, with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Roll forward, find your edge, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up, arms with your ears, knees can bend. Very nice, arms down. And you stand a little taller. That's the goal. Second set, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall, and slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left. Come down without bending your elbows or knees. If the knees and elbows are bending, right, come up a little bit, lengthen your arms. Squeeze your thighs, root down through your heels as you inhale, lengthen the arms a little bit more. As you exhale, come down, push, 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 change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. Remember that it's more about form than depth. So if you ever hear a teacher say like, come down, push, but it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Stay light and lifted, right? On the days where it feels good to go deeper, that's when you explore with depth, finding your edge, come down, push, chin up, come down, push, 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 change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching. Lift your kneecaps up, press your heels down, push your hips forward, push your hands away from you, arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Good, change, inhale to come up, stretch out. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. And second set, Padastasana, bend your knees. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your big toes and lift your hips up. So notice if the weight is in the pinky toes and the knees are coming apart a lot, spiral inner thighs back, knees close together, press the big toes down, lift your hips up, pull, stretch, stretch your spine. Good, change, come up, hinge at your hips with a flat back, knees can bend, nice, arms down. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right, about 6 inches hip width distance, not too big of a step, insides of your feet, perfectly parallel like 11s. Arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down, halfway only, hips into a chair, and then start to lean back. Lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back. Good, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips forward, spread your toes wide, and now come up maximum on your tiptoes like a ballerina. Stretch up first, bend your knees, sit down. Lean back, so rather than leaning forward, lean back. Touch your head and hips to a wall behind you, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below chair level. Change, inhale to come up, last part. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little bit off the floor, and slowly sit down like you're sliding your back down a wet marble wall. Take your time, listen to your body, squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, soften your shoulders, and change. Slowly come up, knees together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel. I'll show you from the side, arms up parallel to the floor, triceps tight, stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So in the first part, stick your butt out and then lean forward. The more you creep the weight in your heels, the more you shift your hips back, the easier it is to sit down and then lean back, lift your chin up, chest up. Good, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there, press the hips a little forward, and now come up on your tippy toes. So we're playing with balance. Stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Tuck your tailbone under a little bit here, so rather than sticking your butt out, you wanna Press the hips forward, heels up, knees up, sit down for 3, 2, 1. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, squeeze knees together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down to a count of 10 in your head. The slower you go, the more strength you get, the more control, the better you do. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, drop your shoulders, and change. Slowly come up, knees together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana, we're gonna do the right side first. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, swing your right arm under your left arm. Right elbow under left elbow. Cross first with the elbows. Again, if you can at the wrists, palms together, can interlock fingers, have hands in prayer, or you can grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. Bend your knees, sit down into a chair, just like chair pose. Stay down there and bring your right leg over your left leg, right leg over left leg. Cross twist and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left. You want your elbows over your knees. Sit down low and lean your upper body back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head. We'll do the left side. Bring your left arm under your right arm, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your face, pinkies away from your face. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, and bring your left leg over your right leg. Left hamstring over right quadricep. On this side, bring your knees to the left and upper body to the right. So notice if your knees are twisting to the right side of the room, knees to the left, knees and toes point forward, elbows over knees, sit down and lean back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, second set. Swing your right arm under your left arm, palms together, pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, and bring your right leg over your left leg, hamstring over quadricep, cross twist. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, lean back. Knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit down a little bit lower, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change feet together, arms over your head. Last one, I'll show you from the side. Bring your left arm under your right arm, pull elbows down, one day fingers below the nose, bend your knees, sit down, stay down there, and bring left leg over right leg. So right hip a little forward, two hips in line, left shoulder forward, two shoulders in line to sit down. You can stick your butt out and fold forward, and then start to lean back. Lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change feet together, arms over your head, arms down, party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends. Lovely to be here with you. Hey, Keegan, awesome to have you here. Cool. So fun. Mom, Keegan Conway's here. Awesome. Keegan and I went to high school together. Okay, cool. So for the next few postures, we're gonna balance on one leg. Sorry to call you out, that was super fun. We're gonna balance on one leg. If you fall out, just hop back in. Standing head to knee pose, Dandayamana, Janu Sharasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg. You want your knee over your ankle, lift your right leg up, point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face, abdomen in. Option to stay right here, or start to round forward, and eventually pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, like you're about to help your best friend over a fence. If you've been coming for a while and you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble, inhale, breathing slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg locked. If both legs locked, start to bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles, lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg. I'll show you from the side. Lift your left thigh up, point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face, abdomen in, round down, and pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked. You're welcome to start with your knee and thigh higher into your chest so that you don't have to round down quite so much. When you're ready, lift your left leg up. And it's a real kick your heel forward, flex your toes back, you're training your Achilles to stretch. If your standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up so that your knee is over your ankle rather than your toes. If both legs lock, from the side, legs make a 90-degree angle, bend elbows in and down. Notice if the elbows are out and the shoulders are up, elbows in, shoulders down, heel forward, toes back. Good, change, slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend, or knee bend, Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, squeeze your left thigh, contract inner thigh as well as outer thigh, squeeze your left butt cheek, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, suck your stomach in, round down, pick up your right foot. So stomach in, but keep your face relaxed. Here we go, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee for 3, 2, and 1. Change, slowly reverse out, just the way you went in. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, abdomen in, round down, pick up your foot, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go, lift your left leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee, heel forward, toes back, stomach in, standing leg locked. Good, change, take your time as you reverse out. Good for you. Okay, that was a forward curl. Next we do a back bend and a shoulder and chest opener. It's called standing bow pulling pose. Feet together, bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right and give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Woo, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone. Bring your left arm up, right hip forward, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and go for it. Charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, in other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder, shoulder blade, scapula coming out of the body, kicking, stretching, equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever, body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Let's do the other side. I'll show you from the side. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. So keep your shoulder opening, reach back, and without turning or twisting your wrist, right? Shoulder stays open. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone. And if this grip is confusing, pick up your foot from the outside and then just walk your hand around. Bring your right arm up, left hip forward, knees together. Squeeze your right thigh, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up, and go for it. Charge your body forward, simultaneously kick your left leg back and up. So it's the kick that will help you balance. Push your left foot into your hand, like you're kicking back and up. So you're kicking in 2 directions, you're kicking back, you're kicking up. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Once you've got your balance and stability, then you start to come down parallel to the floor. So 2 heels in line, kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Bring the body down, leg up, make sure you're breathing, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot, left arm up, knees together, squeeze your left thigh, point your right toes, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. Remember that it's a back bend. Keep your chin and chest lifted, but let your abdomen be soft here. Slowly belly button down to parallel, but keep the chest, left arm pressing forward. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, kick and kick and kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Last one, left hand up, out to the left, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, right arm up, knees together, hips in line. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Standing bow pulling pose, a bow like archery. Some people say that your arm makes the arrow, left arm and leg make the bow. Iyengar takes it a step further. He says body is the bow, posture is the arrow, but the target is the soul, right? So it's not really about the standing splits. It's about the self-realization that happens along the way. Body down, leg up, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Come to the back of your mat and towel. So it's not really about the postures, it's really about you. Arms over your head sideways, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, balancing stick, Tula Dandasana, lean back. Step your right foot forward, a big step. Shift your weight to your right foot. Stretch up first. Point your left toes, and now tilt. So we step forward to activate the hips so that you can tilt like a seesaw with a flat back. Body down, leg up, squeeze your palms and stretch. Good, change, left foot down, right foot back. So I'll show you from the side. Step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your left leg, point your right toes, stretch up, and tilt. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor one day. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Body down, leg up, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Second set, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, step your right foot forward, lock both legs, point your left toes and tilt. So maybe you don't come down all the way, and that's okay. Better to stay lifted with a flat back than come down like a broken umbrella, right? Slowly bring the chest down, chin forward, heel up, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back. Last one, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes, tilt. So think like a human tug of war, and you're the rope, charge forward, stretch back. You want to create space between the vertebrae. Chest down, chin up, heel up, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that for the next 3 postures. You are welcome to face the long side of your mat so that both of your feet stay on your mat. I'm going to face you. Standing, separate leg stretching, Dandayamana, Vikaptapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right. A big step, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor. You can turn your toes in so your feet are pigeon-toed. If you have active sciatica, toes point forward. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Stick your butt up all the way down. Grab your heels from behind, roll forward, and touch your head to the floor. Now, if you have a long torso like I do, that might be easy. If you have long legs, not so easy, right? You can take a bigger step. You can take a smaller step. You can grab the outsides of your feet, or you can even start with your hands on the floor in front of you. There's room at the table for everybody. Everybody roll forward, find your edge, hips over heels, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs, pull, stretch, touch your forehead to the floor, in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up. We're gonna flow to triangle, Trikhanasana. Our version of triangle is a little bit different from other styles of yoga. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out. Most people will want to take a bigger step here. Okay, bend your right leg and lunge. So it's more like a warrior 2, but there's no war. So you want to lunge, sit down as low as you can, lean back and move your arms like a windmill. Right elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingers just above your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor. Don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder and breathe. Drop your left thigh down. Push your right knee back. Get your right side torso off of right thigh. Turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg. Other side, right toes in, left toes out. Make sure heels are in line, not crisscross. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. And at first, when we have tight knees or hips, maybe you can't get your thigh parallel to the floor. That's okay. Sit as low as you can, lean back, and move your arms. If your thigh is not yet parallel to the floor, maybe just have the wrist or forearm in front of the knee, so you still have a long diagonal line from your ankle to the crown of your head rather than collapsing down. As you're ready, you might need a slightly bigger step, and then see if you can push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back with the help of your elbow, turn, twist, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, turn your left toes in so both toes point forward, and bring your arms overhead, palms together. For standing separate leg head to knee, Sharasana. I'm going to take a slightly smaller step. You might want to as well. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room. Turn your back, left toes in, and then you can push your left hip forward until your 2 hips are in line, 2 heels are in line. Backside foot should make at least a 45-degree angle, left toes in. Stretch up, Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. This is a rounded spine posture. If you have a history of slip discs, this is one to be careful of. It is called standing separate leg head to knee, and the goal is to touch your head to your knee. So you can bend your right leg if you need to. You might want a slightly bigger step. Just try and bring knee and head together, but never force forehead and knee to touch, especially right if you have a history of herniated discs. Stretch your fingers beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your front foot, right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels, so they're in line but not crisscross. That's a little too hard to balance. Turn your back toes in, and then you can push your right hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 2 hips in line. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Round your spine. This is what we call a compression posture. Anytime you hear Sharasana in Sanskrit or head to knee in English, it's about compressing the front of the body. Touching a forehead to a knee might not sound that cool, kind of arbitrary. I think it's a miracle. If you can touch your forehead to your knee, you're telling me you can round your whole upper body over half of your lower body, right? All of your vertebrae over 1 femur bone. True extension of the spine, true compression to the abdominal wall. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, come up, arms with your ears, palms pressing together, right hip forward, head up, last. Good, pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, and float your arms down. Good for you. Second set stretching, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. If your forehead did not touch the floor in the first step, take a wider step. If your forehead did touch the floor, smaller step. Squeeze your thighs, lift your chest. Swan dive forward. Fold forward like you're closing a hardback book. So back flat, legs locked. If you can, grab your heels, bend your elbows back, elbows to calves, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, pull and stretch, touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. Good. Change, slowly come up with a flat back. Take your time as blood flow reverses. Second set, triangle, Trikhanasana. Turn your right foot out, take a bigger step. Get at least 4 feet between your feet. Okay, bend your right leg, sit down. Right leg should make an upside down L, a 90-degree angle. Push your hips forward, keep your spine straight in the middle. Move your arms, elbow in front of the knee. Left arm up to the ceiling, look up towards the ceiling. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow for leverage. Then bring right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, turn, twist upper body back. Sit down more, chest up more. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out. Do a check, make sure your heels are in line. Bend your left leg, lunge. Notice if your knee is going to the right of your ankle, you want your knee tracking with your ankle. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee, right arm up to the ceiling. Eventually, imagine that you could press the whole front of your body against a wall, right? So left shoulder forward, right shoulder back, even the profile of your face touching that wall. Actively look up for a nice neck twist. Drop your right thigh down, push your left knee back, turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg, keep your whole right foot, even your pinky toe flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, pivot on your heels, standing separate leg, head to knee, Sharasana. Turn your back toes in, push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your right foot all the way down. For a balance challenge, keep your hands together, fingers just beyond the big and second toe. Remember, you can take a bigger step. You can bend your front leg, touch knee and head together, front side compression, throat choked, jaw relaxed, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, as if you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, head up, last. Good. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. I'm going to show you from the front. So again, you want your heels in a line, but not crisscross, right? Turn your back toes in, and then you can move the right hip forward until your hips and armpits are square. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. So you want to go down slow. That's where you build the strength, the balance, the control. Fingers beyond the big and second toe. Bend your front leg, touch your knee and head together. Let's take 3 breaths here. Every time you exhale, pull your stomach in more. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, go slow. Arms with your ears, right hip forward, head up, last. Good. Pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat space. We're gonna do 2 more balancing postures, and then we lay on the floor for the rest of class. Tree pose, Tadasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. And our version of tree pose is also a little bit different from other styles of yoga. You want to touch your heel to your costume, so the sole of your foot is flat to the ceiling. Slowly let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. Bring your right hand up, and if you can balance, left hand up. And I'm gonna use my handy Christmas tree behind me, right? You can see why it's called tree pose. We're making a tree shape with our body, even if it's a little bit different from other styles of yoga. Option to stay here or flow to another fun posture called toe stand. This is my favorite posture to fall out of. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. It helps with balance to focus on one spot. Start to fold forward, keep your standing legs straight until your hands can touch the floor. Once your hands touch the floor, walk your hands forward and lean forward like you're gonna do a handstand. Shift all of your weight into your arms, lift your left heel, bend your knee and sit down. You wanna lean forward as you sit so there's no weight on your kneecap when you sit. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips and make sure you're having fun. Left hand up to the center of your chest, right hand up, palms together, elbows down, spine straight. Maybe come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor. You can come up on 2 feet or to reverse out, straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward to come out just the way you went in. Good. Change right leg down, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, heel to costume, slowly let your left knee drop. You want to feel it in your hip, but not your knee, never forcing the knee. Left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand up. So on this side, my foot falls, right? We're not symmetrical. So I'm going to hold on to my foot the whole time. If your foot is sliding a whole bunch, you're welcome to hold on to your foot too. Option to stay here. Think about pressing your hips forward as you lift your chest up. Otherwise, toe stand, fold forward. I'm going to show you from the side actually. So you're going to fold forward, hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit. So as you sit, there's no weight in the knee, the weight is in your arms. Then walk your hands back, left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, maybe come a half inch off your heel. Okay, when you're ready, you can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, taking the weight away from the kneecap, and then push your hips forward to come up. Good. Change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. We are on the floor for the rest of class. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Okay, bring your heels together, let your toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, Savasana. So I love this style of yoga. It's the same sequence of 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises every time. Pre-COVID, it was done in 105-degree heat. And while I do really miss the heat, it's been fun or interesting, introspective, dare I say, to do it without heat during COVID. I used to think that the heat was integral to, doing these movements, these postures. And again, I miss the heat, and in many ways, I do find it to be quite healing to the body. But I've also realized that the sequence, even in a colder room, is still really powerful, right? We, move the spine in all 6 directions, right, left, backward, forward, twisting multiple times. Padastasana, wind removing pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and pull down. Change. Right leg down, Bend your left leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your left shin just below the knee, pull your knee out and down. If your right leg does not naturally touch the floor, flex your right toes back to your face to get your calf on the floor. Otherwise, keep both feet relaxed. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows to each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class. Good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, look down the center line of your body. So eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. And the benefits of it being the same postures every time, one, once you become familiar with the postures, it's meditative, right? You kind of turn off your brain and your body muscle memory takes over and your body will just do the sequence without you having to think too much about it, which is pretty fun. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, pull your knee out and down. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Pull down extra hard, opening through the hip capsule. Change. Right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. This posture is called wind removing pose for a reason. We are purposely putting pressure on our lower abdomen. This is a good posture for digestion. If you ever have an upset stomach, do this posture. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up. Grab your elbows each other, give yourself another hug. So it's good for digestion. It's good for lengthening, softening your spine to the floor. It's good for giving yourself 2 hugs a day. Squeeze tight, hold still, breathe. Good, change, arms down, legs down, Savasana. And the other cool thing about the postures being the same is that you get to track your progress, right? The postures don't change, but you do, right? The postures stay the same so that you can change. And that's part of what makes it so fun as well. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, please skip the sit up, roll off to the side, and meet us on your stomach. You just roll off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good. Okay, everybody turn. Lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Pose. Place your hands on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Bring your feet together like a cobra's tail. Lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only, just your belly button on the floor. Elbows stay there. They make an L, a 90-degree angle. So this posture is called Cobra Pose. Keep your feet together like a cobra's tail. Feet on the floor. Lock your legs. Push your feet down, hips down, hands down. Lift your chest. Good. Change slowly with control. Lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat. Arms down. Palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. It's an inverse opening to the hips and pelvis. Second set, bring your chin forward, hands flat, just below your shoulders, feet together. Lock your legs, look up, and lift. Imagine you have a concert ticket to Justin Bieber in between your heels, and if you drop the ticket, you have to go to the concert. Keep your feet together. Just kidding. Lock your legs, push your feet, hips and hands down. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good. Change slowly, lower down. Look to your left, right here on your mat. I would go to a Justin Bieber concert at this point in COVID. Toes together, heels fall open, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Locus Shalabhasana. Bring your chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms, shoulders, so palms face the floor, thumbs outside, pinky fingers inside. From here, start to walk your arms underneath you. So one day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Stretch your big toe to the back wall. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Notice if your hip is coming off of your forearm, drop your left hip down, spiral your inner left thigh up, sole of left foot flat to the ceiling. Change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. So one leg is practice. This is the real locust pose, the real deal, where both feet come up. So feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up. Everybody come up. You can do it. Struggle a little harder. Don't give up. Mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight. Squeeze your butt. Lock your legs. Lift your thighs up. Good. Change slowly with control. Lower down. Bring your arms out, releasing the tourniquet effect. Look to the right, left ear on your mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your shoulders, palms face the floor, and eventually bring your arms completely underneath your body. This one might be a little uncomfortable for your arms, that's okay, but you're never forcing your body, right? If the arms need to be out to the side today, that is fine. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up. Make sure palms face the floor, knuckles touching the thighs, right? So you're grabbing the floor, not yourself. That comes after class. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, shoulders down, 4, eyes open, 3, lock your leg, 2, lift up, 1, change, left leg down, grand finale, tuck your chin in, mouth down. So a nice long neutral neck here, mouth on your mat. Bring your arms a little closer, micro bend your elbows, press your shoulders down, feet together. Can use a little bit of momentum here, roll forward, lift both legs up, come up. Everybody come up, you can do it. It's a mind over the matter posture. Matter is usually the mind. Press down through the fingers rather than the wrists. Keep your feet together, shoulders down, lift your thighs up. Good, change, lower down. Bring your arms out, releasing the tourniquet effect, and look to the left. Take a good deep breath. In that posture, we create a tourniquet effect on the arms and elevate the heart rate at the same time. So when you release out of the posture, fresh blood rushes through the knuckles, wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Sometimes the release from a posture is just as therapeutic as the posture itself. Purna Shalabhasana, full locus. Bring your chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up, and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a 747 taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor. The rest of your body is in the air. Look up towards the ceiling where your eyes go. Body knows to follow. Feet together. Lock your legs. Lift your thighs up. Chin up, chest up. Look up. Come up a little higher at the end. Good. Change slowly with control. Lower down. Tuck in your wings. Look to the right. Left ear on your mat. Slow inhale. And slow exhale. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. So all the postures that we do on the stomach are intended to strengthen the back. It's called the spine strengthening series. And this one in particular, when you're lifting everything up, it is so good for your back muscles, right? We're strengthening all of the muscles that surround the spine. It's also a nice shoulder and chest opener. Thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Tuck in your wings, look to the left, right ear on your mat, breathing in. And emptying out. Dhanurasana floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. If you can't grab both feet, first set, grab one foot, opposite arm in front. Second set, switch it out. Okay, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. If you're on your thighs, roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips and hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight. Point your toes, look up to the ceiling. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly, lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat. Looking left and right is a nice little neck shoulder opener. Second set, last one on your stomach, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, point your toes, squeeze your tush, look up towards the ceiling and kick into your hands. Notice if your knees are like way wider than your hips, try to bring inner thighs a little closer together. Notice if your wrists are bending, try to bring the wrists in so the wrists are straight, point your toes, look up, get your thighs off the floor, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left and let that one go. Okay, bring your chin forward, hands to the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat space for fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana. I'm going to show you from the side. Start in tabletop, open your knees, open your feet, and as you're ready, start to walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or even behind you the whole time until one day you can sit down between your heels with your toes pointing back, knees on the floor. If you can sit down between your feet with your toes pointing back, put your hands on your feet, bend your right elbow down, stopping anywhere you feel a point of pain, left elbow down, knees never come off the floor, drop your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is just perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, thighs, and hips, but never a point of pain. Good, change. Slowly come up, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So especially folks who are like runners, basketball players, skiers, soccer players, stuff like that, bicyclists. Sometimes we don't get very far into that posture because you have like tight toes or ankles or knees, right? And that's okay. It's not really about going all the way into the posture. It's just about getting a good stretch. Sometimes folks who only go an inch into that posture are actually getting more therapeutic benefits than the people that go all the way into it. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. So it's more about form than depth. Second set, you're welcome to stay here the whole time. It's super fun. You pretend like you're on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit magazine. Otherwise, when you're ready, walk your hands back. Remember, you can stay right here. Eventually sink your hips down. It might help to open your knees a little wider. Put your palms on your soles, right elbow, left elbow, head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows. For those of you who can do this every time, next steps, lift your chest higher to get a deeper back bend and eventually bring your knees back together. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last. Okay, turn around, Savasana. As you release out of the posture, you release the tourniquet effect on the lower body. Fresh blood flows through the toes, ankles, knees, and hips. You are always welcome to skip sit-ups by rolling off to the side, especially if your back is bothering you. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Wonderful, come towards the back of your mat. I'm going to show you from the side, half tortoise, Trikonasana. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms overhead, palms together, stretch up and go down. You are welcome to put one or both hands on the floor to walk yourself in. Otherwise, going down with a flat back, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Try to get your elbows and wrists off the floor. Just the knife edges of your pinky fingers touch the floor. Rest of your arms are in the air. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, come on up. You can put your hands on the floor and push yourself up or eventually come up, arms with your ears. Very nice. Arms down, turn around, Shalabhasana. Take a slow inhale, slow exhale. Second set, legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Try to keep your arms with your ears. Wonderful, come towards the back of your mat. Second set, half tortoise, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down. Looking forward all the way down, abdomen in, feet together, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Good, change, come up, biceps with ears, feet together, hands together, nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. The next two postures are our deepest back bend followed by our deepest forward curl. They are the summit or peak of the series. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, arms with your ears. Come to the top of your mat for camel, Ustrasana. I'm going to show you from the side. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands at your waistband spine, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Push your hips a little forward, hips over knees. Keep your eyes open, look up, lift your nose, lift your chin, eventually let your head relax back all the way. Option to stay here or keep your hands on your back and go back halfway. Freeze in the middle. You can stay right here or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. If you can't grab your heels, keep your hands on your lower back. It is safer support for your spine. Change, put your hands on your back, push yourself up without twisting your spine, head up last, turn around, Savasana. So sometimes that posture makes us feel some kind of way. So if you feel like dizzy, nauseous, lightheaded, or maybe a surge of emotion comes up, like an urge to like cry or laugh or whatever that is, that's normal, right? We're stretching the front of the body. We have this big system of nerves, the solar plexus nerve system. We're stretching it out in this posture. It wants to be stretched out. It's good for us but it does activate the sympathetic parasympathetic nervous system. So if you have a nervous system response, that's normal. There's nothing wrong with you. If nobody's told you this yet today, there's nothing wrong with you. Legs together, but you can still do second set. Arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. And one of the interesting things about purposely stimulating the central nervous system is that we get to learn self-regulation and eventually auto-regulation. You can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your waistband spine, press your hips forward, keep your eyes open, look up, look back, one day go back halfway. Eventually or in the future, grab your heels. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. Think about it, we hunch forward all the time over our work, our food, our children, most of all our phones. Back bending is kind of a radical act, right? We don't really do this a lot. So if it feels unfamiliar, it's probably because it is, right? But just a couple back bends a day, so good for spine health. Change, put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. So in this sequence of yoga, most back bends are followed by forward curls, very much on purpose. The back bends, the heart openers, the front of the body stretches, right? Those stimulate the central parasympathetic nervous system, right? And then we're gonna fold forward to calm and cool the parasympathetic nervous system, telling the body that there is no need to fight, flight, or freeze. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, so in the last posture, we did a back bend, rabbit pose, we're gonna curl forward. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears. Grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. So we're rounding the spine, doing the opposite motion as the last posture. Forehead to knees, tap with head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you have the option to walk your knees up one by one. That head stays in place. Press your feet down, pull on your heels, lift your hips up, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up, last. Good, turn around, Savasana. Good, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Middle of your mat space, second set, rabbit. Let's hop to it, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Creating space between each and every vertebrae. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If your grip is sliding or your feet are coming off the floor, ease up, press your feet down, lift your shoulders up, squeeze your heels together, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Almost to the end, everybody's doing great. We're gonna do one set of head to knee, one set of stretching, and flow that straight into spine twist. Here we go, into class, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay. Jani Sharasana, head to knee pose, last rounded spine posture, right leg out, left leg in, two legs make an L and 90-degree angle. Inhale your arms over your head, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Bend your right leg if you need to, touch your knee and head together. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing, flex your toes back to your face, bend your elbows down. Left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left, so two shoulders round equally the same. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in. Stretch up, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. If it's easy for you to touch your knee and head together with a bent leg, see if you can straighten or even lock your leg. Elbows down, one day elbows to floor, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down, let your spine realign, and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching pose. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your middle and index fingers, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left. So in head to knee pose, we rounded the spine and compressed the stomach. In stretching pose here, we're gonna arch the spine and stretch the stomach. So puff up your chest, stick your butt out, and roll your shoulders back and down. Knees can stay bent if it helps you fold forward with a flat back. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, puff up your chest, and everybody fold forward, stomach to thighs pull, chest to knees stretch, one day toes and head touch. Good, stay seated for spine twist, change, come up, take a moment, identify left, identify right, don't mix them up, bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee corner, right hand close behind you like a second spine, left arm up and over, try to grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, abdomen in, exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance or take it off the floor, wrap behind you, grab left thigh with right hand. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in, exhale, look over, right shoulder twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs. I'm gonna show you from the side. Bend your right leg on floor, touch left heel to right knee corner, left hand behind you, right arm up and over. If bending the right knee is too much, keep your right leg straight. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. You can keep your hand behind you or do the half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, stretch up, exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. So we start the 26 and 2 sequence with a breathing exercise, exhaling through the mouth, and we end full circle with a breathing exercise, exhaling through the mouth. Here we go, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful, come to the middle of your mat space, sit well, Kapalabhati. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. So for this version of final breathing, you're gonna exhale through your mouth. As you exhale through your mouth, snap your stomach in. And when the stomach relaxes, the lungs will automatically take in air. It's pretty cool. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up tall, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up tall, shoulders down, and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Final Savasana. Finished 2 minutes late. I apologize. So if you need to leave, I totally understand. But if you have time, make time. Final Savasana. Close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. And take a deep, life-giving breath. At the beginning of class, I invited you to set an intention or maybe dedicate your practice to somebody. If you'd like to revisit that intention or dedication, Sankalpa, this is a nice time to do that. And then just let it go. Notice anywhere where you're still carrying tension in the body, maybe a worry or care on your heart. Just let it go through the exhale breath. Let your body get a little heavier and your spirit a little lighter. A slow inhale through your nose. Even slower exhale through your nose. You are so very alive.